So our second semi-final, and it's the Leopard, Vinny Church from the Backstreet Dojo with Tony Newman. 9 wins, 3 losses in his career with 4 big KOs. And Chris, we've seen Vinny on numerous occasions. When his head's right, he'll be the first to tell you he's an amazing fighter. And he said he's never felt better than now. He said he is ready to fulfill the potential we all know he's got.
12 fights, 9 wins, 4 via KO, a guy who's got a number of accolades here in the domestic scene, and also one of the Church brothers. It's worth noting he's got another brother in the game. They love to fight, they love to spar, they love to entertain. Really excited to have him here in the tournament tonight.
Now Liu Lei, 22 years of age, 1 year, Vinny Church's junior, 18 wins, 9 losses, 4 KOs. Chris, very experienced young man. Saraburi, stadium champion, Hero Legend Superfight champion, WBK and EML champion. He has a wealth of titles at just 22.
Really strong, really athletic, been training for years. Really excited to see this matchup.
So our second semi-final, Chris, and Chris Bachelor, our referee, will call them together. Vinny Church, when he's on form, acknowledges one of the hottest prospects in the country. He said to me before this fight, my head's right, my training's right. Tony Newman said, you'll see a new Vinny Church, the Vinny Church we all know he's capable of becoming. If that's the case, Liu Lei will have a very tough job here tonight, but again, an experienced veteran champion himself. In prospect, an incredible matchup over 3 rounds.
Liu Lei's got a whole cabinet of trophies back home. Gained his first championship in 2014, hasn't stopped, but Church is going to put him under pressure here early. Big uppercut here from Church, right straight lance from Church. Hell for leather here at your call.
Vinny said, you'll see a new me. I've never trained so hard. I've never wanted it so much. I've been lacking in the past. Everything is right this time. And he is such an exciting, explosive fighter when he's on form. And he's asking questions of Liu Lei already. Again, another experienced campaigner, used to being in the trenches. But Vinny's really asking the questions early.
That right straight is the money shot. Liu Lei's got to keep his left hand high. Church is teeing off on him here, but this is the thing. Liu Lei's got to weather that early storm. That's one of the keys for me. He's got to use that experience. Maybe work the clinch, get inside, cut the ring off.
Good lateral movement from Church. Good shot range as well, Chris. Up and down. The problems for Liu Lei at the moment is the variety of Church's work, the speed and the accuracy at this precise moment in time.
You can see Liu Lei trying to get a little bit closer here. That's the problem when you're a shorter guy, reach disadvantage as well. But he's been there, done that. He's eating shots right now, but he's still in this contest.
Yes, coming back strongly, looking for his own boxing, but Church sharp on the counter here as Liu Lei comes forward to the groin that shot, but Church took it well. And looking to exchange punch again. This is better from Liu Lei. When he gets inside, he looks dangerous on the inside with that boxing, Chris.
Nice check there from Church. Good counter. Church looking to finish with that right roundhouse, and he does so. He's ripped to the body and the legs very effectively with that kick.
That's classic technique. You've got to bring the hands up high, bring the legs low underneath. But one thing's for certain, Chris, the tempo of this bout across 3 rounds, if it stays like this, we're in for a treat, because Liu Lei is looking to match him. Looks dangerous short hooks on the inside, but Vinny, there, that stiff jab. This is a heck of a pace.
And the crazy thing is, when you compare it to the other quarterfinal, or semifinal, excuse me, it's been the exact opposite. No clinch fighting whatsoever.
No, they've both been happy at this race. They've been happy to stand and trade. This suits them both. And Vinny nods because Liu Lei got through there as well, and he's happy to soak up punishment to get his shots back in at Vinny. This is why I think that leg work from Vinny is crucial down below after the good boxing combinations, to work at the legs of Liu Lei, stop him coming back at him.
Vinny Church is a man on a mission here. He's really utilizing that reach, checking appropriately. He's minding the defensive cues, but really more often than not, landing first, leading first. But Liu Lei is really gunning forward here. 10-second clapper, both fighters trading.
Now this is the thing, Liu Lei, when he comes forward, good, explosive boxing. If there's anything that separates the two, it's the work with the legs and the knees that Vinny puts underneath. As the round went on, Liu Lei's boxing came to the fore. But would you agree with me that Vinny also brought those low kicks in, the knee kicks in, the knees in as well? Just the variety of work was the subtle difference between the two.
And that was the first big power shot he landed in that round. Big corkscrew uppercut, held onto the plum. You know, maybe Liu Lei expected a more patient start from Church. Church did not allow him to get into his own game plan. That's a sign of a great fighter, especially in a tournament. You want to get off to what you want to do immediately.
But given the opportunity, as we see here, Liu Lei, who's already got a little mouse under that right eye from the accuracy of Church, when he does get inside, he works well to the body and head. I just think Church has done more, like we're seeing here. But there again, Liu Lei, excellent boxing, but Vinny brings the legs underneath and the knees in as well. Could be the subtle difference. Both men landed there. That was flush on from both of them.
Popping jab here from Church, double time, right roundhouse. Did a good job of moving his head when he needed to, chopping low with the kicks, moving his head off the center line. That was a thrilling round. 2 of 3 coming up.
And they're straight back at it. And again, I think for Liu Lei, he's got to match Church in the leg department. They've both taken heavy shots. They're both boxing well again. Lei is a dangerous boxer, but if he wants to win this, he's got to match the kicks of Vinny Church, who explodes into action.
Oh, he clipped him there with the right hand. Church on Wobble Street. Liu Lei pouring on the pressure. Big punches from both men here.
Liu Lei is strong and hard and coming forward, willing to take the shots from Vinny Church to land his own bombs. This is everything we'd asked for in a semi-final. And don't forget, Chris, the punishment these two men are taking. One of them's got to face Fabio Barros at the end of the night here.
This is an absolute war. That's your ticket money right there, Malcolm Martin.
Oh, superb, Chris. And again, Vinny took that well, responded well. But Liu Lei has shown how dangerous he is when he gets to the boxing range that he wants. Working the body again, forging forward. Church grits on his gum shield and then fires the low leg kicks in. I need to see more of that from Vinny Church to keep Liu Lei at bay, to stop him planting his feet for these heavy boxing shots.
See Church really moving and backing off now, trying to use that reach. He doesn't want to take one to give one. I think that's a smart strategy because Liu Lei is scoring more than he did in the last round here.
And he's strong, as you saw, when he gets the punches flowing. But Vinny looking to chop at the inside and the outside of those legs. He's got to keep doing it. He's not safe when he's got his back to the ropes with Liu Lei in front of him, backing him up like this. Dangerous customer indeed. When they have the punch exchanges, it's Church that takes the backward step, and those punishing body shots from Liu Lei there. I want to see Church add those leg kicks on the end to slow his opponent down.
And that's tough though when Liu Lei is able to close the distance and back him up against the ropes. This fight has been all about angles and geometry and of course patience. Liu Lei a little bit of a rope-a-dope there. What I didn't want to see was Church punch himself out. Right now though, Liu Lei is pouring on the octane.
Well, as I said, on the inside, short chopping punches is very good. He took a huge uppercut from Church, though, and the crowd saw saw it as well, but he took it well. I was just about to say how good Liu Lei is on the inside, especially with those little hooks like now that bounced off Vinny's head again. And then Vinny came back with the uppercut, but what a battle, Chris. And again, Liu Lei so strong.
That's been one of Church's best punches of the fight, that right uppercut, that rear uppercut. He kind of sneaks it up between the guard. First power strike he landed in round one, caught him again there in the second, but Liu Lei just so resilient, so tough, and that's that experience. He's got so many championships. He's a stadium champion. He's been in wars, no stranger to this territory.
Vinny doing well now though, mixing it up, coming off the center line. What a second round. The crowd know that as well. Now, Liu Lei, when we look at damage inflicted, you know, there's so many variables here. I think Vinny showed a real range of technique there, up and down with the hands and feet. But every opportunity he got, Liu Lei's punches were hurtful. Lots for the judges to think about, Chris.
Here we see that beautiful body work, those power shots, alternating hooks from Liu Lei. And again, this fight, as we said during the action, you'll see it in the replay here, is about the use of angles and space. When Liu Lei can work his way inside against the taller man, put him up against the ropes, that allows him to get a little bit more comfortable with what he wants to do strategically.
Yes, good point there. And as you saw, superb boxing in that clip from Liu Lei, and he's happier when he's in just inside that longer arm. And then Vinny gave him the opportunity there. He doubled up the left and he tucked up to the right to the body. He's a very good boxer indeed, Liu Lei. But for both these men, there's that uppercut. For both these men, with one round still to go and another bout, Fabio Barros must be looking at this and thinking, this is great.
Yeah, both guys have absorbed a lot of punishment. It could be tied up right now. Third and final rounds here. Everything to play for.
They touch gloves and Liu Lei throws the first kick he's thrown in the back, and it's a perfect kick to the head.
It's a motivated Vinny Church. Nice technique. They're going one in with the spinning back kick. In comes Liu Lei flying through the air.
Wow, this third round picking up heat now from both of them. Both looking to spin now with techniques, high kicks coming in. I think they both know, Chris, that this is really, really close.
This is one of the craziest fights I've ever seen in K1.
Oh, this is superb.
I mean, hundreds of strikes being thrown now at this point.
And again, Liu Lei starting to show us what he didn't show us in the previous two rounds, the leg work. He's got it, he just didn't use it. Vinny bringing in the knee now.
Nice check there from Church. Stiff jab from Church.
And do you know what, Chris, whichever way this goes, I know it may sound a stupid statement, but whoever wins this will deserve it. This has been an absolute war.
That's not an understatement. So the pace is slowed down just a little bit, but as it's a sprint to the finish, you know, 3-minute rounds, not a lot of time. You really want to pick your shots here. If it's coming down to the scorecards, you want to score and rack up those points. You want to choose favorable trades. You don't want to get drawn into a firefight where, like we said earlier, you take one to give one. Not always an economical strategy.
At this point in the bout, Chris, the tide has turned in the boxing just in favor of Liu Lei. The more combinations are coming from the Chinese champion in the red corner. Vinny's coming back strongly again now. But Liu Lei, the thing about the third round, he suddenly showed us that he can use his legs. This has been a great uppercut again from Vinny.
Huge knee lands there for Church. Into the clinch against the ropes. Chris Pachaldor separates them again. What a fight, Malcolm.
Oh, and Vinny coming back, turns off the angle once more as Liu Lei comes back in with the punches. Vital moments in this third round.
Oh, listen to the crowd here. The atmosphere at fever pitch in the York Hall, and the Super Fight Series tonight has played host to one epic war of attrition.
Yes, one of these men will have to fight again tonight if he wants to win this title. Jones, Vinny Church, sorry, just missing with the spin kick there.
Nice knee on the inside from Church. You know, both guys are tired. They've absorbed a lot of strikes. But for one of these two, this could be the last bit of time here in the ring tonight.
Well, Vinny's got back to basics again, throwing those low kicks under the high hands as he comes forward, and then the knees. And again, this could just be the difference between the two men. This close. But for me, there's been a variety of technique to Church's work against the superb boxing of Liu Lei.
Seconds to go in the round. Quick separation, that's it. 3 in the books. Are we gonna see a judge's verdict here? We're gonna have a verdict, or there's an option of an extension round if it's tied up, but I feel like we're probably gonna go to the scorecards and get that verdict. But Malcolm, take a look at that action.
Well, Vinny Church, if that lands, that can get you the count or the stoppage, but there was no let-up from either man. Across the 3 rounds, the pace was phenomenal. For me, I was wrong on the first one. I thought Fabio might have just lost it, but obviously with the K1 technique, with the knees and the clinch, he won it. Here, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be the difference in this one, the knees and the kicking across the full 3 rounds of Vinny Church. Liu Lei started to show us in the 3rd round that he's got great legs, but we'll see. I was wrong the first time, I might be wrong this time, but what I'm not wrong about, Chris, is we have seen an epic encounter and the crowd knew it.
So the judges' scorecards are in. Let's get the official announcement. Who will move on to the final tonight?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our trophy for this match will be provided by our sponsor, Staffing Match. After 3 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards. Our judges scored this bout 29-28 Church, 29-28 Lei, and 29-28 for your winner by majority decision. Fighting out of the blue corner.
Split decision win for Vinny Church in a hard fight. Lei is devastated, Chris, but we knew how close it would be. I think it was the more rounded K1 technique for Church, just edged that.
Throw me the panda! Hey, give me the panda! I need the panda! I need the panda! I need the fucking panda! Here.
You did a fantastic job. I think your work rate and your pace for the whole fight was absolutely amazing. I think you didn't let up at all. So credit to your conditioning and to your coaches. Anybody like to thank?
Well, I'd like to thank everybody. Staff and match, all G Training Services, all the reps, everyone. My team, everyone, my family.
Get a picture of it.
Excellent. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Vinny Church.
And there he is. Vinny Church will advance an amazing, thrilling semifinal here tonight.